Hey, how you doing there? Henry Olsen here from Super Simple Guitar, and welcome to another 5-Minute Friday. Short and sweet little lesson that's going to give you something really interesting and fun to practice over the weekend. Okay, so for today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at how to take simple chords that you already know, these big bar chords, and make them smaller and tighter. Using triads, fifths, and just smaller chunks from those big chords. Okay, I'm going to show you how you can take pieces out of these chords to make them sound really, really interesting and also melodic. Okay, there's also going to be a free tab for what we're going to be teaching here, and also a full lesson that goes into even more depth. So if you want to get that tab and go into more depth with the even bigger, larger, slower lesson, longer lesson, that's linked underneath. Okay, so the chord progression is a C sharp minor going into a B major, back to C sharp minor, back to B major, A major, and then E. Okay. Now instead of playing these big chunks, what John Mayer does is for that first C sharp minor, instead of playing that big bar chord, he does this really cool sound, which is one of my favorite sounds on the guitar. See that? So what we're doing is we're taking a chunk out of this big chord, and we're leaving these two notes. Okay, so out of this big chunk, we're taking this small little chunk, right? These two note little chunks, right? And that's what you can always do anytime you're on a minor chord. Instead of playing that whole chord, you could just accent these two notes, then get the root here, if you want to. If there's a bass player, he's playing the root most likely, so you could just play this, right? So that's for that first C sharp minor. Then, since it stays on C sharp minor a little longer, the next move is going to be this. So instead of this finger being here, now it's just going to go down. And that's now a minor third. Okay. So that's that minor third, still C sharp minor. And now, like I said, it goes to a B major, right? And now what we have is, again, that third, just now it's going to be a major third for the B major. Okay, so that's a minor third, giving us the minor chord on C sharp. That's the major third for that B. Okay, so all together really slowly. Again, C sharp minor, the first move is. Then we're going to get to that minor third by sliding into it, which is going to sound really cool. Then that's that B. Okay, so that's. Okay, so that's so far C sharp minor, B major. Okay, and now for the next move, the next time he goes to C sharp minor, instead of playing a minor third, he's going to play these fifths, right? Which is, if you think about it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's kind of like a little mini power chord. So it's, again, in that shape, in that big chunk. So from this chunk so far, we've taken this, and we've taken this. So we've done 3 little chunky variations from that big chord so far, giving our ear a nice little melodic sound and something different to hear rather than the whole time having that big chord. Okay, so this is something you can always experiment with when you're playing big chunky chords. Try to take a small little piece of them, right? Just visualize the notes that are in that box and take a little piece, and you're going to get very different, interesting sounds out of that. Okay, that's a really, really cool thing you can always do. Okay, so all together for the C sharp minor, again, sliding in with the thumb hitting that root. Again, C sharp minor, thirds, major third, that's the fifths. Then again for that B, we're going to do fifths again. So fifths, okay. And now we're going to our next chord, which is the A major, and then the last chord, which is the E. Okay. Again, I'm going to have a full lesson for this note by note if you want to go deeper. But now I really want to just show you what you can do with these cool little pieces out of these big chords. There's so much that can be juiced out of them. Okay. So one more time. C sharp minor, sliding in, hitting the bass. Again, C sharp minor. Now we're playing thirds. Major third, minor third, major third. Fifths. Again, the bass player is covering that bass. Again, fifths. And then when we go to the A, and you can see this in another one of my 5-Minute Fridays, I'll post which lesson that is. Now for the A, instead of playing a bar chord, what he's going to do is, see how nice that sounds? And then for the E, this shape here. So instead of playing the E here, we're going to play the E here, okay? Which is a really cool thing you can do as well. So just to recap now this A part, instead of playing this big A bar chord, we have this little chunk in there, right? And now with our first finger, this is the only note that's not in that chunk. We're going to go here, which allows us to do this hammer on, right? And that's, again, pointing towards that A major, but then ending it off on the E. You can play the E here too, but it sounds really nice when you play it here. Okay, so all together, recapping what we've done so far, then take this idea, make it your own, run with it, try it with chord progressions that you already play. Okay, so C sharp minor, still C sharp minor, again for the A, and then for the E there. Okay, so those are some slight variations of chords that you already play. Take it, run with it. Again, for the full lesson, that's going to be linked under here. Just go get the tab, and then that's going to take you to the page with the lesson. If you want to learn more about the song, the melody, all that stuff, that's going to be linked there, okay? So take this concept, play with it, make it yours, and I will see you again next Friday. Also, if you want to learn more about music theory and just all kinds of stuff about the guitar, check out my All Access membership. I have everything that I've ever taught in there, structured step-by-step lessons with PDF charts, all inside of the membership, okay? All right, check that out if you want to. Have a great weekend. I will see you very soon with another 5-Minute Friday. Take it easy. Bye-bye.